He was known as the most tragic murderer ever. After he died, his mind was saved and displayed in a private museum. Every day, visitors came and pulled a switch to make him feel the pain of execution again and again. Even when he begged for mercy, nobody stopped. Everyone believed he deserved it, but no one actually knew he was innocent. Years ago, he was jailed for a crime he didn't do. No one listened, and he got the death sentence. Right before his execution, a scientist came and told him he could earn a lot of money if he agreed to sell his consciousness for research after death. He believed he wouldn't feel anything after dying, so to leave some money for his family, he agreed and signed the contract. On the day of execution, they placed a device on his temple to collect his mind. After a few seconds of electric shock, he died, and the scientist took his full consciousness. But the scientist didn't plan to study it. He trapped it inside his private museum to make money from visitors. He even designed a special program where guests could carry out the execution themselves. Although the man was just a virtual consciousness, the pain from the electric shock felt completely real. As long as each shock lasted under 10 seconds, his consciousness stayed intact. Once this strange attraction opened, it quickly became the museum's most popular feature. Visitors rushed in, eager to try the thrill of playing executioner. After every shock, they even received a souvenir keychain that held a small part of his painful memory. The shocks kept going every single day. The scientist made a ton of money, but he still wanted more. So he invited some twisted people who liked to hurt others. They paid big money just to make the shocks last longer. Years passed. The man's mind was finally broken. The man's wife came to the museum. When she saw what had happened to him, her heart broke. But because he had signed a contract and there were no laws to protect a person's mind, she could do nothing but leave, full of sadness. One day, during a quiet season, a young female visitor came to the museum. The scientist excitedly showed her around and had no idea trouble was coming. She pretended to be curious and kept asking questions. When the scientist got thirsty from all the talking, she kindly handed him a bottle of poisoned water. Just as he started introducing the death row prisoner, the poison began to work. Only then did he realize who she really was. Then it was time for her to take revenge. She placed the device on the scientist's head. She waited quietly for him to die. Then she moved his mind into her father's space. Now, the scientist could feel the pain of the electric chair himself. After saying a final goodbye to her father, the girl pulled the switch. A powerful electric shock passed through both minds at the same time. The scientist screamed in pain, and after 20 seconds, her father's mind was finally free. She had completed her life's goal, and she also got a special gift, a keychain that stored the painful consciousness of the scientist. She walked out of the museum and hung the keychain on her car's rearview mirror. Looking at the screaming face inside, the girl gave a satisfied smile.